Back again with another one. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about really what I make of this whole Young Dolph, the whole Yo Gotti beef, the trial, the aftermath, and all that as it pertains to rap/hip hop moving forward. So here we go. We done came a long way as far as this rap game. Banging on wax. It's as real as it's ever gonna get. To where the lines, especially with this whole internet YouTube, the lines between reality and TV is getting real blurred. It reminds me of the Hunger Games, to where your death gonna be televised and trivialized and to some degree made light of. And I ain't really with that, but that's not really what the video is about. However, we done came a long way. And I guess now the dude who got acquitted with the Hernandez Govan, and I haven't been really following the trial like that, to keep it 100. But I know he been on a media take now. He just recently did a video with Vlad. And I didn't see the whole video. I know he got acquitted. I did read some of the comments, and a lot of people got a lot of things to say. But my point, more importantly, is just look at where we are. You really gotta really frame it properly when it comes to the direction of society and how your life is looked at. And when I be hearing even certain people, when they make these videos, these clickbait titles, you know the same gonna apply to you. Long as you know that and you cool with that, then I guess roll with it. But know the same gonna apply to you. Knowing your family gonna have to witness people are just improperly placing your life in the wrong perspective. You know, I don't know how to put it, but I was just looking at everything. I'm just like, damn, they really, you know, it's bro on the media and whatever. Of course, you know, not just the world we live in, and even if we didn't, everybody want to be on TV. So this is what's happening, and it's long as you know. And in the case of a Young Dolph, RP Yo Gotti. See, me, I'm a little older. Of course, I heard their music. They were big artists, not even just in the whole Memphis area, the Memphis rap scene. They was big, period. You know, these boys had money and they was funking, and we already know how this plenty of rap artists done lost their life behind this. But this kind of, in a way, take it to a whole different level now, because now it just shows moving forward. It's almost like a soap opera, suspense. Everything is just bam, 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 bam. And I can't really put my finger on it, but we losing something. You losing something, whether you know it or not. I can't really pinpoint exactly what it is, but you're losing something. And I just gotta put this, I gotta bust it down like that for y'all, man. I gotta keep it 100, man, whether I want to or not. But in a nutshell, we done turned this whole rap thing, man, into, I ain't even gonna say that, because we necessarily didn't, but banging on wax is really, man, yeah, man, the cost, man, is permanent nowadays, man. And that's the whole thing about this whole gangster rap. I mean, I ain't even about to go down that way, but we are, and I spoke on this before, but as far as the whole image to keep up, whether if you in the streets or not, truly, you know, and if you really in the streets, then it is really, you know, you really gonna have to watch yourself, because it's usually full steam ahead and you end up crashing. But in terms of the whole Yo Gotti and the whole Young Dolph, because I don't know how the beef originally started. I don't know if it started as some rap beef or some real street beef, since they both being from Memphis. and it just carried out on the music since they both was artists, or it started on wax. I'm not particularly sure. Y'all let me know in the comments. But the point is, being that they both artists, and back and forth, and of course we see it all the time with the drill rapper. A lot of these YNs, you know, that anybody basically, if you post and you bust a rhyme, you're a rapper. But not even just about that, but just notable rappers. You see everybody, for one reason or not, keeping up with, I don't know, man, because I don't want to sound cliche-ish, man, as far as the whole keeping up with the image and this and this and that, man. But man, you got to know the game you playing. That's how I'm gonna put it, man. And that's, I would say, the messed up part is that when people get into something and they ain't fully understanding what they getting into. You know, at least if that's gonna be your demise, let it be by something you know, other than you unwilling, not even knowing the game you playing. You know, you're playing checkers and it's chess, basically. Another cliche. But the point is, man, yeah, the direction of things is going, and it's moving real fast, man. And I know a lot of y'all, if you're still watching the video, yeah, this sound like some square biz or some preach talk, but it's the shit you need to know, man. Especially now, as you further getting pushed into this banging on wax, man. Be careful what you say. And I ain't even talking about in this particular situation, you know, the young DOLPH GOTTI situation, but just period. You can, yeah, you talk that talk, man, you gonna have to not only walk it, but hey, you live by it, you probably gonna die by it. So don't forget that. And also, you gonna have to pay these dues, man. I don't give a fuck who you is. You gonna have to pay these dues, man. And nowadays, man, a lot of time they only take one time. You don't even get to learn from that first mistake, or that second, or even the third one. You know what I'm saying? It's a permanente. It's Kaiser Permanente. So, but yeah, I just felt I had to just put this out there one time for y'all, man, because I just see a lot of the TV, I don't even want to call it entertainment, bro. It's just the trivialness or the lightlessness of certain stuff, certain serious moments, or it may deserve a proper respect towards, or a proper way to people need to look at this or process it, and it ain't being processed right. You know what I'm saying? And all that, if you ask me, man, you're going against the grain and you're lining yourself up against the natural order of things. And I ain't talking about the rule of law. I ain't even talking about money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about your religions either. So, but think about that part though, man. But I'm up out of here, man. Bad News Brown breaking it down, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button.